Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with messages from Spirit about the soulmate cycle and agape love. So this is being recorded, it is a timeless reading, but it's being recorded in the month of August in 2022, which has been and is a huge course correction month for everyone, for the species, but also especially in these soulmate cycles. Course corrections are happening. We're being moved to different and higher timelines, and that is causing many different reactions to happen. And so Spirit wanted to talk about agape love first and foremost, and then we're going to get into some messages about the soulmate cycle and what's going on right now, because we are being moved to a higher destiny. So before I get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, as well as thank you so much for those who have donated and tipped and those who comment. I love engaging with you. YouTube loves it. So yeah. So let's get into it. I'm going to first go into kind of the energies in the moment and what I've been experiencing, but what many people have been experiencing at this time. So in this month of August, we just had the 8/8 Lionsgate. We just had the Aquarius full supermoon last evening, so we're still in the energies of that. We have the North Node kind of sandwich this month. The North Node has to do with destiny, our soul's purpose, and moving into the path of destiny. Excuse me. We also have Uranus in retrograde, as well as Mars, and there's some conflicting energies here that are causing a catalyst for change. Excuse me, I'm having a little bit of hiccups there, right? So there are hiccups that may be occurring at this time. There's also those of you who are in a soulmate cycle. So those of you who have been with someone that is here to change you on the soul level. So this could be soulmate, twin flame energy, divine flame energy. And sometimes this gets misconstrued that this energy, that these soulmates or these twin flames are here to be your romantic partner, right? So we get this confusion at different times, especially when we are in a process like we are now collectively of catapulting to our highest timeline, right? We're catapulting in our spiritual growth. And when this happens, we likely call in our higher soulmates and divine flames. And sometimes this can get misconstrued as this is going to be my long-term partner or my marriage partner, and there's a pressing against the flow of the energy. When the energy of these types of relationships are coming in to bring us agape love. Agape love is a universal love. It's a love that looks at the best interest of others. There's healing. Sometimes there's sacrifice involved, but it comes into this universal and forever true love. And love is the opposite of attachment, where romantic love often says, oh, we want to attach to each other, or if you behave in this way, then I will love you this way. These higher soulmate cycles are here to actually bring us into our universal love, our higher love that says, no matter what path you choose, I will love you forever, that my love is streaming through me. Sorry, I'm a little bit emotional today. I'm going through a process at this time as well. Okay, so we all are going through a change process. But agape love is the type of love, and I will do more readings or videos that have to do more about the different types of love to make things understandable. So it's like the twin flame experience or soulmate experience is an energy. And it's energies of being together at the beginning, and we all have been together at the beginning. Okay, so we're all one another. And when you love someone, you take them in as your own because they are you outside of you. And agape love, the love that is spurred on by the soulmate cycle and by the twin flame cycle, is the type that brings you back into an integrity with yourself, with your divine masculine and feminine parts of yourself, and it brings you into integrity with your outside world. Now, some of these types of relationships do end up in romantic or married partnerships, but a lot of times they don't. They don't have to be a romantic partner at all. And what this teaches us, this type of love, is that you're loved just for who and what you are as you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what your abilities or disabilities are. It doesn't matter if you are seemingly good in the world or bad in the world. This is a love that extends through time, space, and dimension, and it's about the best interest of one another. It's about coming into integrity with your spirit, with your soul. These are soul level connections that get you into integrity with your own soul. And like I said, sometimes that leads to two different paths, and sometimes that leads to coming together. But generally speaking, we want to love in such a way that it is not conditional of what the other person does, right? Or what path they choose. And it's this energy, especially coming in right now to our destinies, of really coming into integrity and balance within ourselves. And some of these soulmate partners are choosing a different path because it's opening the way for your true destiny. These higher level soulmates or twin flame connections come in to shake us up, to trigger us, to bring out the parts of our shadow that has been suppressed. Okay, it allows us to release the suppression of these emotions and patterns and integrate our shadow and light, because remember, they're a bonded pair, shadow and light. And it doesn't matter where in the world you or your person are. It doesn't matter how far away you might be from one another. This energy stays connected and continues to work through your field. And sometimes when we have completed the lesson, the need for us to be in physical presence with one another ceases because we have done the job and we have done the work, okay? But I feel like a lot of times in these soulmate cycles, it's hard for us to let go of our attachment because we have it in our mind that this is supposed to be our romantic partner. This is supposed to be our husband, future spouse, husband, wife, future spouse, whatever that may be, because we've had a fantasy or a projection of what the future should be. Okay, and these type of relationships bring us into the now, accepting reality for what it is, while being in the process of manifesting, okay, while being in the vibration. This is where we let go of control of, in law of attraction, or Esther Hicks will call it putting down the oars and letting the stream take us. And sometimes the stream, the path of least resistance, goes in a different direction than what you originally thought that you were manifesting. But you will manifest exactly what you've asked for. It just may take a different form. And so this is elevating us at this time to elevate into a higher form of love. And this is a love that lets us know that we have been loved all the way through and through. We've been seen. We've been vulnerable to open ourselves to allowing even the ugly parts of ourselves to be loved completely and work through those pieces. Okay, so those of you who are in this cycle, you know how tough that it can be sometimes when the energies are intense. They're meant to be that way on purpose. Now, often these type of relationships are here as a catalyst, and then it is almost like a precursor, a baptism or initiation of sorts for the person that you will do a long-term relationship with, for the person. It opens the doors and clears the way for the person that you will do the marriage part with, or the romantic part with, right? And sometimes, like I said, that does end up being the person that you start this process with, but often it doesn't. And so hanging on can keep us from our future path, okay? So I'm just going to get into this cycle here and just pull a few cards. This was really strongly on my heart as I'm going through a process right now, as well as Spirit saying lots and lots of people are going through the process. So if right now your soulmate or higher twin flame, if you guys are moving into physical separation, because this energy, remember, is putting us on our highest destined path. And so some may be coming together, right? And some may be separating, and you'll know which way it's going by what is happening for you right now. Okay, so if there is a separation process happening right now, trust that the universe knows what it's doing, and it is exactly what is needing to happen. If they're coming back in and you're learning how to harmonize, know that the universe knows what it's doing and is here to bring it together. Okay, any way it goes, we're going to have our highest timeline of love. Okay, now let's get into the cards and just see what Spirit wants to say. I wasn't really sure which question really to ask, so we're just gonna get into the energies here. Okay, so I pulled some Keepers of the Light card, and we have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Says, share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So the divine masculine has been experiencing grace. And then we also have Gaia, so the earth connection, Mother Earth. Be mindful of the planet, come back to earth and stay grounded. So during this time, we have these two beautiful souls here, these ascended masters and energies that are coming through to help us understand the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So at this time, what Spirit's asking the divine feminine is to get grounded, spend time in the earth, and be mindful of the planet. Come on back to earth. The divine feminine in these soulmate cycles has been doing so much work in the 5D and beyond, and that has left many of us to feel very flighty and feel very ungrounded, a little bit lost, not sure which way we're going, especially in the light of all of these changes that are happening right now with all the astrological influences. Okay, so we are all going through this great change. So the advice from Spirit here is to be like Mother Earth, to get grounded, to come back to earth. The divine masculine, you'll notice, is experiencing grace. Okay, waves of inspiration are coming through because of the connection with the divine feminine. This makes me want to cry a little, because I do feel like the divine masculines are going on their path, their pilgrimage. Some may be going on vision quest. Some may be coming in to connect with you and ground in this connection. But any way it goes, the divine masculines are coming into their spiritual gifts. And the divine feminine, regardless of whether you're together or in separation, you are the muse. You are the reason that they are inspired and are coming into their gifts, and they are taking correct action. And so it is for you to ground in and have your manifestations here on earth. And so this is why we were talking about agape love in the beginning here, because regardless of which way this goes, you guys are connected and will always be connected at the soul. Okay, and so the divine masculines are coming with this loving, waves of inspiration are coming to them. They're learning to experience grace, and you've been, divine feminine, the ones to show them grace through their process. I feel like for many of you in the soulmate cycle, you've been working with this person for quite some time, but you know, they're showing me between like 1 and 3 years, though some of you may have known each other for a lot longer. But this particular cycle has been within this last 3-year cycle, okay? And you've been working together, sometimes separate, sometimes together, okay? And what Spirit's saying is you have done an amazing job, both parties. The Divine Feminine, you have harmonized this in the 5D, and so you are in a position right now where you are coming back to earth. I do feel like the Divine Feminine here is about to move into some major blessings, and I feel like the Divine Masculine is moving into their gifts, and so they are going to start their pilgrimage of showing that to the world, where the Divine Feminines have been doing that for quite some time. You've already been working with your spiritual gifts in the world already, and now you're going to just manifest it more fully. I'm going to pull some cards for each side of the connection here. Okay, with Paul the Venetian, the Divine Masculine, what do we need to know, Spirit, about their path at this time? What do we need to know? And then one more, they said. Okay, beautiful. So with this, the Divine Masculines, like I said, are going on a bit of a walkabout here. And we have the Geminis. It's curiosity, intelligence, and networking. They're going to start sharing their gifts, all right? And then we also have Scorpio Energy here, which is intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. So the Divine Masculine is going through a process of purging the old and releasing the old energies, and they're moving into a time of networking. They're moving into a time of new energies, and they are in a position where they're experiencing and giving grace. This is intense for them. So even if you guys have separated, because I do feel like the Divine Masculines at this time are being called to begin their spiritual service or their understanding of themselves, and it's going to include releasing a lot of energies and renewing themselves and becoming giving their gifts to the world through networking, okay? And so some of this may look like them physically traveling to different places. Some of this may look like, if you guys are coming together, the two of you doing work together, okay? But either way, they're now in the purging and renewing process, where the Divine Feminine has been purging and renewing the energy for quite some time in this cycle, and it's now flipped. The polarities are correct, because before I feel like the Divine Feminine was doing the Divine Masculine's job. So there was a lot of pursuit, there was a lot of action that was having to happen, and now the Divine Feminine's coming into that feminine energy, and the Divine Masculines are moving into their true role in the polarity, okay, as the masculine. With this Gaia Earth connection for the Divine Feminine, what else do we need to know about the Divine Feminine's path at this time? Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so we have the Divine Feminine. It has Gaia with Mars energy. Move forward and defend yourself. Okay, Mars energy is the twin flame to Venus. Okay, the love. Now remember, love has both sides of the token here. Now with this Mars energy, it does feel like for some of you, you may be going into separation. We do have Mars that's doing all sorts of stuff right now. So defenses may be up for you at this time, but it's you moving forward. So what I'm seeing with this is like you've learned how to, you're getting grounded, you've learned how to defend yourself. I'm laughing because they're showing me some of the things I've been learning, but part of that's been self-defense. and like boxing, right? And so many of you may have been taking up some classes like that to try to get grounded and to try to move forward in the energy of Earth. And then we have Capricorn's energy here, which is it says ambition, realism, and methodical steps. So basically, since these polarities have flipped, many of the divine feminines may be focused on work, your ambitions, what you're going to do in the world. They're showing me the Empress card, so you're truly in Empress energy. And I'm laughing because even some of the tarot readers that I follow that have been studying the soulmate cycle, they've been saying the divine feminine has been in their Empress energy for quite some time. Okay, and that is the correct path to be in, to be coming into your ambitions realized. Okay, so for many of you, you may be focused on your career, making changes, moving forward. Some of you may be moving homes, depending on if that was in your plan. But it's like where you have spent many years working on your spiritual self. Many of you have kind of hermited a little bit. It feels like the divine feminine is now moving into the physical energies of manifestation, okay? As well as your divine masculine is, but they're doing it in a different way, okay? Let's see what the energy is between the two of you, okay? And it's house 9, spiritual growth, okay? We know that about this connection. So this is why I'm saying whether your paths are coming together or whether they're separating, you're always together in the 5D and above realm, okay? Regardless of whether you decide to be romantic connection in this lifetime or not, you absolutely are in high spiritual growth at this time. This is the reason for your connection. This is the reason that you guys came together at all, okay? And so this is where Spirit's like, drop the outcome, because we're being moved to our destiny. We're being moved to what is correct for us, for what we want on our paths. And they're saying you will always be connected with this divine masculine in whatever way, because what Spirit's saying is with this spiritual growth, you guys have gotten to agape love. You've gotten to the highest form of love. And when we get to that highest form of love, it's not about selfishness anymore. It's, I want you to be happy and do your path the way that seems correct for you, because I love you and I want you to have the correct path for you. If that's with me, fantastic. If that's somewhere else, fantastic. Okay. And Spirit is giving everyone watching this kudos, because you have done the work and you have had the spiritual growth. You've gotten to the agape love. You've gotten to that true and unconditional love, that no matter what, you guys are spiritual partners. This group with this soulmate cycle, you've come into a position with your person. This person that you're thinking of, that you've been doing this cycle with, has been here for your highest spiritual growth. Their whole purpose here was to catapult you to your correct timeline so that you can do the work that you are to do here on earth. I feel like I'm speaking mainly to the divine feminines, but if you're divine masculine and that relates to you, then just take it how it resonates, okay? You guys are and were absolutely destined to come together. Now, I do feel like there is sort of a split on the path here in general, okay? But it's like I said, this is about destiny here. And so, how can I say that? They're saying they're putting everyone on their truly destined path, okay? And sometimes we think it's with our person physically, but that's not going to be for everyone, okay? So Spirit's really wanting you to realize that you have succeeded in your spiritual growth with this person. And so now it's the next phase of your timeline. So you're going through a great phase. And so Divine Feminines, they're asking you to move forward and to focus on your realism, your methodical steps, even some of you working on your career and being grounded. For the Divine Masculines, they're like, be curious, network, spread your grace, spread your inspiration, purge the old so that you can come on back in. If you all are supposed to be together, you'll come back in together, okay? Or are already in that process. If you're not supposed to be together, this is a time where it's huge tower moment for everyone because we are being redirected. This is a course correct month. And so the direction here, no matter when you're watching it, is to go with the flow of the energy. All right, let's get a couple more cards here. This is from Mermaid Tarot. Beautiful. Yep. Okay. All right, so we have Page of Swords here with the Queen of Pentacles. And so the Page of Swords is coming from the masculine side to the feminine. So I do feel like no matter what, there's going to be communication here. You're being represented here as the Queen of Pentacles. Actually, excuse me, you're being represented as the Empress. So like I said earlier, you guys came through on the other tarot readings as the Empress, and the Empress has come up here. So I read the energy before pulling the cards. This is the energy of your connection as the Queen of Pentacles. And we have this communication that's coming in. So your connection, the Divine Masculine's coming in to tell you some truths if they haven't already, okay? And these truths are opening you up and putting you in your Empress energy, even if it doesn't feel like it at first. So they may come in a little bit swordsy at first. So many of you may have had an argument, or if you've been in no contact, it's just been so long. So they may come in with slightly immature energy or coming in as swords. But what they're wanting you to do is to be in your Empress energy, Divine Feminine, and listen to what this masculine has to say. The masculine wants to tell you just how amazing that you are and what this connection has done for you guys, okay? But remember, they're a little nervous, a little scared, so they may not say the words in all the best ways, but they will be extending grace to you. They will be letting you know about the things that have been hidden, about your connection, okay? And this is going to help you guys to go onto your appropriate pathway. We have the Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords. And so I feel like with all of these queens here, I feel like the feminine energy, I don't feel like this is a lot of different people. What I feel like is this is like a mastery of your queendom, becoming the Empress. You've learned how to use your logic and your passion and ground that. This connection, your person has helped you to ground onto earth your changes that you've wanted to do. And I feel like that both of you are somewhat in the feminine energy here, that you are expressing through vulnerability, that you are expressing your thoughts and feelings together, okay? We have some anxiety here. We have Nine of Swords and Temperance. So I feel like whatever is expressed about what the next steps on the path are, there may be a tendency to be a little depressed and anxious. There may be some insomnia, okay? Because this energy here is straight from source. It's not just about patience. Temperance is an alchemical time of change. This is change for both sides of this soulmate cycle. This is change that brings us into our correct pathway. And notice how this angel is putting these two cups together and alchemizing the energy. And whichever way that this particular path goes, whether you go together or whether you choose separate paths, this is correct from the universe. This is the universe stepping in and saying, no more sleepless nights. I know that these decisions may be a little hard. They may be a little challenging, but we're here doing the alchemical response. We're here helping to move you forward on your destined pathway. And so Spirit wants you to know that they are working together with you on this. Okay, Three of Pentacles says we're working together here. All right. And this is coming straight from Spirit with your soulmate cycle here. I do feel like for some of you, there will be new offers coming in. Okay, so take that how it resonates. If, like I said, pay attention to your own personal cycle. If someone's on the way out, there will be a new person coming in with an offer. If there's someone on the way in, then this is the offer that they're giving you. It's going to be very healing for you. And then we also have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there is a newness that's happening after a time of rest and rejuvenation. This particular cycle and this particular energy was here and meant to help you to grow and to change and to be again. Okay, let me just get one Sacred Destiny card and then we'll close out the reading here, since we are talking about destiny that's happening here. All right, one more card. At least, Spirit, what's going on? What do you want to tell those that are in this soulmate cycle here? I am getting that they're just very, very proud of you, that you have moved through this energy and gotten to the place of agape love, that you've gotten to the place of universal love. This is a huge win on the path and for the collective. Wow. So we have fulfillment, and notice this full moon here. We have fulfillment, miracles, and enlightenment. So wherever you are on your path in this soulmate cycle, what's coming in is fulfillment, miracles, and enlightenment. So this spiritual growth that you guys have been making for one another is leading to fulfillment, and it's leading to major miracles and blessings. And this comes as a reward for the enlightenment that has been produced between the two of you. So huge, huge energies here. Spirit's saying, look up, right? Look up from, any kind of anxiety or sadness or anything that these really intense energies have been producing, because there is fulfillment coming. There are miracles coming. And both of you are absolutely in a process of enlightenment and are coming into the enlightenment of your soul. So really grateful for you guys. I feel like I'm going to leave that there. Huge, huge energies in this cycle at this time. Okay, so what they're saying is do your best to release and allow the change. Okay, because remember, resistance just adds time to those miracles showing up for you. Okay, we have Grace and Gaia here. Okay, so allow yourselves to be on your path and allow it to unfold. This is beautiful energy. You have done well, and this is why you're now coming into your time of fulfillment. You're now coming into your time of enlightenment. And I just pulled one more or two more cards because I was trying to pick these others up, and what came out was security and embracing. Okay, so you are being embraced by the divine. You are going to have this higher level connection regardless of whose body it comes in. Okay, and security is coming. So for those of you divine feminines who feel like, or divine masculines that feel like they have lost their security in some way because of these changes, you're absolutely coming into security, both within yourself and also on the physical manifest plane. So there's lots of miracles, blessings, and abundance coming from your success in this enlightenment journey. So grateful for you guys. I love you. Okay, keep going because I know this energy is highly intense. And I look forward to who comes on your path, right? Because there is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful miracles showing up. I forgot to mention at the beginning, but if you're still with me, if you'd like to enter the free drawing that I do every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally, all you do is be a subscriber. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video, and in the description box, or excuse me, in the comment section below, write, I am experiencing miracles, and that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I'll do that on the first of the month and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha.